Okay, I'm making this video because I've had a lot of requests for people wanting the ramps on their pistols polished, particularly on the Ruger P95s. I can do any firearm that has this similar setup, and everything from your 1911s out. My process is your feeding ramp. I polish it to a very smooth and mirror shine, and where you see the ramp actually angle up into the chamber, that section is also polished, and slightly reduce the amount of the lip on that angle change. Now the top of the chamber itself, the left and right sides on this particular firearm are also polished because they are major contact points. Now, going back to your slide, from the extraction port, from here to here, this little line you see is a contact point. From here all the way forward above the rail grooves is a contact point, and then from the beginning of the extraction port forward is a contact point. There's nothing really much on this side that needs polished. It can be done, but it's not necessary. It doesn't have any significance to improving the firearm's reliability or accuracy. I take very, very extreme care in making sure the most minute amount of metal is removed, so the firearm will reassemble and stay in its proper positions and have the proper distances for the components to function properly without damage to the firearm. I take great care when polishing the ramp and going on to the angle where it goes into the chamber to make sure that I do not foul up the chamber port, and make sure none of the riflings are damaged at all. This will actually increase the weapon's feeding ability to allow you to accept anything that the weapon's chamber for, any different types of ammunition. Now, I've noticed on my Ruger P95 originally, I had some problems with certain types of ammo, particularly your hollow points. This is the Winchester PDX ones, and sometimes these little, if it has a rough edge, it can actually catch on the ramp those horizontal lines that are there from the machining process from the factory. So I simply just remove those very slightly, because they're not very high, but it's just enough to catch some rounds. It can come up and catch the stopping block on top, or it can shove it into the sides. It can gouge the chamber, making you have an obstruction in the barrel. So just the simple procedure is done very delicately. I can actually process these very quickly. As you can see, mine's got a few little bit of marks on it now, because I've put well over 2,000 rounds since I've polished this, my chamber, the ramp, and the main contact points on the slide itself. Now, the price does include doing the chamber, the ramp, and the slide, depending on your firearm. If you just want the ramp and your main contact points done, those will only be done. When shipping, do not include any ammo. It is a federal offense. If you do not have a ammunitions distributing license or reselling license, do not include your slide lock lever. Do not include your recoil rods, your frames. The only thing that you need to really send if you want the slide done, include the slide, include your barrel. Please take care in wrapping them so it prevents any contacts that would cause any accidental damage. Return shipping will be properly packaged to prevent any damage. It will be completely cleaned, and all you have to do is relubricate it, check your barrel, make sure that you have no obstructions, any excess lubrications. Make sure all your contacts, recoil rods, and everything else is properly lubed, and then you're done. And you'll have a much more enjoyable shooting experience at the range, your tactical training, and you'll have a much more reliable weapon for your self-defense or law enforcement, whatever you're doing, security. I do discourage any illegal activities. When you contact me, I will need you to scan or photocopy and mail in a copy of your state driver's license or state ID showing that you're 21 years of age, allowing you to possess a handgun or handgun ammunition, but ain't got to worry about the ammunition because you're not going to be sending that. I don't do any background checks because I'm not actually selling firearms. I'm just doing a little bit of mechanical working for you, little gunsmithing. You can get this done at some gun shops, but they'll charge you upwards of $65. One local shop in my area, I live in Central Florida, actually charges $150 up to $300 depending on the weapon. I simply charge $10 and in return shipping. So if you're interested, please send me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible, and we can make arrangements to get your firearm polished up and functioning like a trooper. Now, once I did this to my Ruger P95 here, it's been magnificent. It's been a very reliable gun. I mean, I know it's a large gun, it's kind of bulky, but I'm a big guy, I have large hands, so it fits me perfectly. I can do almost any weapon that has this similar setup. I can do some plunger style firing pin and hammer setups. This is a traditional external hammer. I can do some plunger styles like the Glocks and everything, as long as they have stainless steel barrels and chambers and slides. If there's any metal contact points, you might have a polymer slide, then those metal contact points can be done. And as I said before, utmost care will be taken to make sure that the most minute amount of metal is removed, just to get the proper functionality that you're looking for and reliability in your weapon. If you're interested, just message me and we'll get it done. And you'll have a very, very reliable weapon that you can enjoy for many years to come if you properly maintain it. Alright, thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.